Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hair Impact. I'm Gusana Hilas, your host, and today we're gonna talk about something that I don't think a lot of, you know, a subject that is not really known to the news. We don't hear about it so often, and I think it's a mistake because air quality is not only about outdoors, it's about mainly indoors, especially when we spend most of our lives indoors. So air quality indoors is so important and we have to learn about it and protect ourselves from many things that can harm our health because of that. Firstly, let's talk about a little bit what is actually indoor air quality. So there are things in our house. It can be natural, gases, or man-made, like products that we use or we put in our homes that actually release gases, and they come harm ourselves, especially people, elderly people, or people with asthma. They have to be more knowledgeable what is happening to take extra protection for them. Mold is not the only thing that we have to take care in our house. Not, there are visible ones that we can see, like mold, and sometimes it's hidden again. But there are other things that actually can harm ourselves, can harm our health that we cannot see it. And there are gases that they don't have odor, they don't have, they don't smell. They're equally and even more dangerous for us. Um, and I'm gonna give you 4 ways to just improve the quality of your indoor air, and also just to be cautious about it, just to be more understanding what is happening in your home, and just to take that step extra in your house to feel safer. If you don't know anything about air quality in your house, then this episode is for you to take some extra steps towards better quality. So number one is something I think is been known about your ventilation, your home ventilation. That means cleaning your vents very often and open your windows um, regularly. So so we need circulation there, so we don't have a house that the gases cannot escape and they increase in concentration. So opening the windows, cleaning your vents, let the air come and go is a very good practice for you. It's a very good example how to keep the quality of the air in your house in a good standard. So a good practice, that is. And also pathogens or allergens, they are it's very good to get out of your houses in this way. Now another way to also minimize your exposure to them is to clean the filters. Everything that you have that has hot filter, it needs to be cleaned regularly. I'm talking for AC, for your condition, for your cooker, whatever you have in your house that they have filters. And it's very important for you to clean them. I mean, they have even products for that to minimize your exposure to anything that can harm your health, especially allergens and pathogens. So another thing you can do is actually educate yourself. In many products you have in your home that release gases. So I'm talking about furniture, clothes, because the thing is that a lot of our products comes from petrol. They have these spaces to be created like the synthetic ones. So and they often release gases, petrol related gases, let's say, that can harm our health, like carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide or other gases related to that. And finally, Another way is actually have inspection in your house, because there are some people, they're built in their homes without knowing, of course, that we have natural ways, natural pollutants without even realize it, but also pollutants we put in our construction material like asbestos. So if you're not sure that your house have asbestos, just call an inspector. Or even if you think or you heard about radon. Radon is a natural occurrence gas. It's a chemical element, but it's also radioactive, and you can't smell it anything. So you can have it in your home without even realize, and that's a good way to be sure that you don't is call an inspector. If you hear anything or ask local authority, they will help you to, if they have indication that is happening in your home, they can tell you. Or other gases like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, there are machines actually that they tell you if you exceed the level. Or methane also, it's another gas you have to take care for yourself. Methane is actually a very dangerous gas. But we have incidents of explosion in the houses. So they have this machine, I think mostly it's in UK, where they have the underground landfills and so on, people build on them. And because of the debris, the trashes tend to methane gases. With time, they had explosions. So they have these machines, and they tell you if they exceed. It's like a alarm, and if you exceed the level that is safe for your house. So that's a good practice to do. If you, of course, firstly, don't be panic. Just call your local authority and ask them, about it. They should know, of course, or environmental authority of your area, your local ones. They should know if there is anything about it by now. So this is 4 ways to keep a good quality for your home, air quality again. There are other things also, but it's more difficult. I think most difficult to get rid of is dust. And it's a big issue because dust, indoor dust, is very difficult to get rid of. You can clean your house, but you still can have dust that is laying there for years. And dust comes usually from your food, except of course the dust coming from your windows, from they are not airtight, so that's also another way to be sure. But also they come usually from your shoes, and that's why if you live in an area that has got the soil is contaminated with, let's say, heavy metals or other pollutants, then you need to keep that pollutants in your garden and not taking your home. So change your clothes and your shoes when you enter your home if you're gardening, let's say. And so you just don't put more dust in your home, don't accumulate things, because you're living with this dust usually for years, and it's again very difficult to get rid of. So these are 4 ways to just to understand a little bit what is indoors air quality and how to protect your health by just keep this quality in your indoor air, good quality, and protect your health at the end of the day, yours and of course your children, or anybody else, especially people with asthma or older people. So thank you again for being with me with another episode of Hair Impact. Make sense your superpower, and just learn about these things so you can be informed. And I'll see you next time with another episode.